Hello and welcome back to All the Gear, Some Idea. Now, we've been away from the channel for a little bit of time due to weather and just being really busy. However, we are now back and we are going to be doing an oil change on the K100 today. Viewers that have been watching the channel for a little bit of time will notice we now have a motorcycle hydraulic lift. Had the little orange one before, was perfect for the engine on the K100, but with servicing and other work, this will make it so much easier. Now for the oil service we're going to be doing today, you're going to need an oil filter cup. Now the cup itself is a thin-walled cup and it will fit underneath the sump. There is a plate that we have to remove. With that plate, there is also a seal, and then we have a washer for the sump plug. We have a Mahle oil filter and also some 2050 mineral oil. Now this is all coming from K Parts Holland. I've been through the website and ordered it from them. Delivery is really quick, and Tom, the guy who owns it, is really helpful if you have any queries or any warranty issues. Spark plugs, not doing the spark plugs today. I've done them about 2 weeks ago. I have an ongoing issue with the bike, which will be in a separate video. The air filter itself is a cone filter, which is not something I'm looking to replace. I have cleaned the filter, and I am looking to get some kind of Ram Air one or a high quality aftermarket air filter for the setup that I have. Okay, so I'm gonna get the bike warmed up, get it on the lift, and then we can start looking at draining the oil and taking the oil filter out. Bike is warmed up. Okay, so the filler cap has been released and the bike is up to temperature, so we can now remove the sump plug, which is an 8mm Allen key. They made a small mess. The sump plug fell into the drain hole for the drainer. But to remove the oil filter, we need a 5mm Allen key as well. So we're going to get these cracked off and probably make another mess. So that's the oil filter cover off, which is over here. Now we're going to show you where the oil filter actually is. So that is the oil filter inside the engine, under the, well, in the sump basically. So it can't get damaged. It's never going to corrode, but it's also hidden, so you can't actually see if it's potentially been changed. So we're going to get that out now. So that's the oil filter now out. One thing you do have to be sure of is that the O-ring comes off with the oil filter. If it gets stuck on there, you're going to end up putting 2 O-rings on there and it won't be seated correctly. Looks like it's the exact same oil filter, an OC91 from Mahle. Just going to let it drain for a little bit and then we'll start refitting stuff. Okay, so I've already pre-lubricated the seal on top. I've also cleaned this plate as it was minging. The seal is out. Now, slightly annoying. This is what I ordered from K-Parts Holland. This is a seal and a washer. Not annoying, but the actual oil filter came with a new seal and a new washer. So, don't actually need to buy that stuff, but it is always handy having spares. So we're going to whack this. That seal is now fitted. And then we need to get the oil filter in place. So we're going to feed it up there by hand. Get it started. So they only need to be hand tight, they don't need to be super duper tight. And that is that in. So we can now clean the surrounding area off. Get that plate fitted. Right, let's put the oil back in. Put it on the sight glass as we're doing it. I think it's about 3.84 litres this takes. So that's the oil in, sun plug's done, oil filter's done, filler's back in. Slightly higher than where I wanted it to be, however, the oil filter hasn't actually been filled yet, so I'm hoping that when we start the bike, get it warm, it's going to come back to a lovely level. We'll check that after. So you can see the level is correct and the bike is up to temperature. So there you have it. That is how you do an oil change on a K100. Now, it's not very hard. It's quite simple. And I imagine if you're into these sorts of bikes, you already know how to do it. But obviously, I hope that this video has been of some kind of help. Next time, we're going to be delving into a few issues the bike has with running problems. It seems okay at the minute, but there is a few things I found wrong with it. One of which is the starter relay likes to just stay on. And the other one is another problem with the airflow meter. Now that's already been replaced, but I have found there's a problem with it. I've got a new one, need to test the two together, but that will be in another video. We also have a gearbox for this bike, as there's a slight jolt when pulling away a bit too quick on the clutch, and it's something to do with the gearbox. I haven't actually looked into it, but the gearbox I've got is from a newer bike, so it means we can put a different rear wheel on the bike as well. So there are things that will be coming up. I've had the gearbox for a while, I think I've mentioned it before, but yeah, hopefully this video has been of some help. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you next time.